What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in for another video. I would argue that this is probably my most important Alfa Romeo video yet. This is the one thing that I believe that no Alfa Romeo owner of a Giulia or a Stelvio can really afford to go without, and that is the multi-ECU scan software and a Bluetooth dongle such as this Obd Link Mx Plus. And here's why. Let me explain exactly what I'm talking about. If you live in the United States and if you've ever had to take your Alfa Romeo to the dealership outside of warranty, you're looking at a minimum of $250 just for a mechanic to plug in to your car and diagnose and see what's going on with the car, just at a minimum, $250. Not to mention any sort of other fees they might stack on top of that, and not to mention actually fixing what's going on with your car. You know, and if you want to avoid that and take it to a third-party mechanic or dealership or whatever, then you have to worry about, number one, whether or not they even have the ability to accurately see what's going on and accurately diagnose your car. But then you have to worry about their trustworthiness, which unfortunately is sometimes a reality of the situation, especially when it comes to higher-end European luxury sport cars like an Alfa Romeo Giulia or a Stelvio. So that's where this comes in, and this is essentially putting the power in the hand of the player and the hand of the owner. The multi-ECU scan software is the same exact software that Alfa Romeo techs use to diagnose the Alfa Romeos at the dealership. So this is the exact software they use. There's two versions. There's a Bluetooth version, which is a little bit of a watered down version, and then there's the laptop desktop version that you can actually plug in to the OBD3 port and make physical software changes to the car. You can do some of those things with the Bluetooth version, but the Bluetooth version is like a light version. This is fine for 90% of us who are really just resetting check oil lights, you know, service interval lights, and we just want to accurately read check engine lights. So just so you know, price wise, this is about $140 for $40 for the software. I'm using it on my iPad Pro. You guys can get this on your iPhones or Android phones. And then this little guy right here, the Obd Link Mx Plus, this was $100 off Amazon, but trust me, it is worth its weight in gold, and it is the highest rated OBD3 interface Bluetooth diagnostic tool of its kind. Don't skimp on spending for this. Trust me, buy once, cry once. This thing is absolutely amazing and worth its weight in gold, and I'll show you here in a little bit. So let's go ahead, turn on the car, plug in the Obd Link Mx Plus, and I'll show you all how you can diagnose and reset engine lights yourself on your own Giulia and Stelvio from the convenience and safety of your own home. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? So I've gone ahead and installed the Obd Mx Plus into the car. I've paired it to my iPad, and so here we are now inside of the MES multi-ECU scan software. So let's go ahead and go through this, and let me show you how you can save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars by doing things yourself from the safety and comfort of your own house before you have to go into a dealership or take it to a mechanic. So as you can see, there's a bunch of different options here. We're going to go ahead and choose Alfa Romeo. My car is already hot linked at the bottom because I've used this so much, but here we go. Alfa Romeo, and then as you can see, here are all of the models dating all the way back to the 1998 145. So we're going to go ahead and choose the Giulia, and as you can see, this same software works with the Quadrifoglio 2.9 V6, the 2.2 liter diesel Alfa, and our 2.0 liter turbo gas Alfa. Okay, so here are all the systems you can see: engine, transmission, brakes, airbag, dashboard, body, steering, climate control. And like I said earlier, some of these systems, in order to actually interface with them, you're going to need the desktop version and a hardwired OBD connection. But for the majority of these, in order to just diagnose and see what's going on if your car throws a code, or if you're just curious, the Bluetooth app works just fine. So let's go ahead in here, and I'll show you guys how to reset the check oil light, the oil change light, if you will. Go ahead and click Engine Management. This is going to be the Magneti Marelli. This is our ECU. We're going to go ahead and hit Connect. And it's going to wait for a second, connecting to the ECU. Remember, this is Bluetooth, so it takes just a little bit longer. And here we go. All of our information about the ECU, serial numbers, codes, all that kind of stuff. All right, so let's just go in here and check for any errors, any check engine lights. Reading error codes, no fault codes. Awesome. Then we can go over here to parameters. We can read battery voltage. This is real time, guys. Battery voltage, odometer reading. If I had the engine running, it could also show us real time engine RPM, engine temperature, engine air temperature, all these things. This is real time readouts. Spark advance, NOx sensor signal, all of these cool parameters of your vehicle that are a great indicator of the health of your engine or whatever system you're looking at. I can even go into engine oil level here. I just did an engine oil change, so I figured it'd be the best time to make a video. I'll go in here and show you guys how to reset the engine oil light. It'll give you engine oil level in height as well as volume here. So this is pretty cool. But anyway, let's go overhead to adjustments to show you how to do that. And as you can see, there's all these adjustments you can do. The phonic wheel learn reset, throttle position learning, if you have to replace a timing sensor or cam, replacement of the distribution belt, RPM sensor, all these awesome things. But I would highly suggest don't mess with any of these things unless you know what you're doing. But here you go over into the oil change section, and then we're going to hit execute. It says this procedure will reset all the adaptive parameters of the Uni-Air module from the control unit after an engine oil change. Turn the key off, wait 60 seconds after successful execution of this procedure to let the ECU reset its internal registers. Okay, so I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. I was just using that as an example. As I said, I just changed my oil and I just did this. So yeah, and then if you want to go back out of this to another module, you'll disconnect from the ECU, you'll go back, and then you can connect to something, let's say the transmission. Let's go to the automatic gearbox, connect, wait for a second, and it'll plug us in here. Just give it just a second, and boom, we're in. We can go back over here to parameters, and you can see all these things: torque limitation, torque reduction, engine torque, gearbox oil temperature. This is absolutely amazing. Like I said, this is a must-have, and it is worth its absolute weight in gold. This system will pay you back every time you use it because it will be saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars at the dealership. Just what I did, what I showed you guys just now in this video, would cost you money for an Alfa Romeo dealership to do. That's what dealerships do. They make money off service and repairs and upcharging and things like that. So I'm not knocking the dealerships for being in business. However, I want you all to understand that there are other ways to take care of your cars and make sure that your car is healthy and maintenance besides paying out of pocket. And then obviously there's a scan option here if you just wanted to scan the entire ECU and read everything that's going on. So I hope that this video was helpful to you all. I know it was a little bit on the shorter side, but if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And as always, please like and subscribe. It helps. I'll try to keep the content coming. If you felt this video was helpful, like I said, comment in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you have another way, another system for us to use, please let us know, because we're all a community here, and it always helps everyone when we help each other. So without further ado, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.